one big reason. We have two male California sea lions here. The one you'll see out here right now is Dallas. Dallas is a 15-year-old unneutered male. So he goes through what is known as rut. That's the the breeding season for sea lions. So males go through rut. And the months leading up to rut, males will gorge on fish. And they'll get really big and fat, bigger actually, believe it or not, than Dallas is. Dallas is probably over 600 pounds right now. So what they do is they gorge on fish and then they go up onto their islands off the coast of California, giving them their name, California sea lion. And then they'll breed and defend their territory and just live off that body fat. So even though we don't have females here, nature still tells Dallas to go through this every time. And lucky for us, it's right June and July when they begin this. So, hang on a second.
Can you hear me if I just talk really loud? So Dallas, because we use positive reinforcement for our training, which means when the sea lions do something we like the right behavior, they get something they like, which is fish. But if Dallas isn't hungry, then there's really nothing, we can't force a 700 or 600 pound animal. So lucky for us right now, Dallas is participating. There's Stace, he just swims right on by. We also have another sea lion here named Jester. You might see him swimming around. He's significantly smaller. He is a neutered male. He's 12 years old, but he's only about 400 pounds. He came to us from the Aquarium of Niagara in December, so if you're an aquarium visitor, you'll recognize him. So a lot of the stuff you see Megan doing with Dallas is what we call husbandry behaviors. Those are basically, it's just a fancy term for behaviors that help us take better care of the sea lion. So we can have them present all of their limbs, we can have them lay down and show us their bellies, or turn around so we can see all their body parts. And that's just good ways for us to monitor their health. Sea lions, you're getting a show today. So, sea lions are natural rock climbers. We just had to kind of teach him that he could go up the rock. This is his Diva platform. And then they are also natural divers. They will dive as well. A lot of the behaviors we are able to teach in sea lions are behaviors built off of natural things they do all the time. Like if they bark, we can catch that on cue. You'll hear Megan blowing a whistle. And basically, we pair that whistle with a fish. So they know that when they hear that whistle, they did the right behavior. That helps us if they're far away, like if they're in the water doing something where we can't get a fish to them at the exact minute they did the right thing. So it just helps us communicate with them better. So like I said, a lot of behaviors we teach are just things that they naturally know. Some things we call shaping, which are we teach them little steps to get to the big behavior, like jumping or different things. Dallas might be done. So it's kind of, this time of year, it's frustrating for us as it is to watch, because it means we can't monitor them as well. You know, we don't know if he's off diet because he's in rut or if he's just not well. So usually we can tell the difference. So at least it's behaving a little bit. We do have a vet on staff, and we're lucky we get to go in with our animals where the majority of keepers don't get to do that. So the more we can teach them to do voluntarily, the better it is for everybody involved. We don't have to do any risky, stressful procedures. So our vet comes once a week. Sea lions are prone to eye problems, so we have him, the sea lions are trained for us to put fluorescent dye in their eye, and then he can look at it with a different colored light. And then different days, he comes and we do what we call vet sessions. So our doctor can feel all over their body. We're getting them trained for blood draws and for injections. So that anything we can do to lessen the stress of the doctor. No one likes to go to the doctor. So Dr. Bowling will come and he actually will ask them for behaviors. So it's been working out really well. We have a big cage that Dallas goes in if we ever needed that. So, and Jester is a little bit behind. He's just getting used to a new environment. So he is coming out on the beaches a little bit. The really harsh winter prevented us from doing anything outside when he first came here. So Dallas is done. Dallas is eating better. We're going to be doing our shows probably on the weekends in the fall. So we'll do our